Hello everyone, it's Roberto with Berto's Bird Life here, and today we're birding at a cemetery. I decided I wanted to do some cemetery birding for a little Halloween special since it's the end of October, so here I am. It is raining a little bit today, which can be both good and bad. Good because birds often become very active once it stops raining. And it is supposed to be on and off throughout the day, hopefully less this afternoon. But bad because when it is raining, birds tend to not be as active. And then also I can't get my camera wet. So let's see what happens. I've had really good luck birding in cemeteries in the past. Birds usually really like them because there is not very many people and there's lots of trees. So let's see what we can find. All right, so it started out slow, but I am finding a good amount of birds in this cemetery here right now. Got a little bit of footage of a golden crowned sparrow and some American crows that were hanging out perched in these trees, and they just took off. And then I did just find a really big flock of songbirds consisting of a whole variety of species. There's black-capped chickadees, both ruby crown and golden crown kinglets. Got a dark-eyed junco in there, and I'm trying to do my best to get some footage of these birds, but my camera's getting a little wet, so I kind of crouched next to this tree here, but it's not doing as good of a job as I would like it to. So I just put my camera away to let it dry, but I'm hearing a lot of stuff right now. You can hear scrub jay right there in the background. So hopefully this rain will let up so I can get some more footage. All right, so the vast majority of this track has been me hiding under trees like this one with my camera, trying to film some birds in another tree. And there's actually a lot of birds here. There's a bunch of songbirds. I was following a black-capped chickadee and disappearing and coming back into view in this one tree, and then boom, it turned into a ruby-crowned kinglet. So yeah, there's a ton of birds in these trees right here in front of me, but it's raining a lot harder now than it just was, so I had to put my camera away. And yeah, I think I might have to call it and try to go find another cemetery. Hopefully the weather will be a little bit better. All right, I'm at a new cemetery now, and it's not raining. It is a lot smaller, but I've already detected quite a few species here. Even got some pretty good footage of a California scrub jay. Those are always fun to see. Very active birds. So let's see what we can find. All right, so the cemetery is pretty small. I just went back and forth a couple times and saw a few species, mostly scrub jays, but I did get some footage of an acorn woodpecker, which is really cool to see here. And then also a merlin, which is very similar to an American kestrel. It's another little tiny falcon. Fortunately, the camera couldn't capture what my binoculars could see. You could really see it a lot better. With the binoculars, had the dark streaks and everything, and it was just perched right atop this dead oak tree, just scanning the area, and I checked it out for a little bit before it eventually just took off. But that was a pretty cool find. I haven't seen one of those in Oregon before, so Oregon lifer, yay. All right, I'm at a new cemetery now, and I'm hearing a lot of acorn woodpeckers. So let's see what we can find. All right, I'm seeing a bunch of birds here at this location. This place is absolutely crawling with acorn woodpeckers, which are really neat. They're very aptly named because they cache so many acorns and all kinds of nuts in holes that they make in trees, and they'll eat them all winter long. And I've seen a bunch of other things too. I saw a yellow-rumped warbler. Got some really good footage of a spotted towhee, and even got some, oh. Look at that, a bunch of juncos. I think I just heard a western bluebird. Yeah. Got some footage of some cedar waxwings. They really like to eat the berries from these madrone trees here. Most of the trees I'm seeing out here are madrone trees, and yeah, they're munching on all the berries. Also got some footage of a white-breasted nuthatch. That bird I've been seeing consistently at every single cemetery. So lots of good stuff here. Wow, so for a second there, I was just seeing birds left and right. A lot of robins, a lot of waxwings. I got some really good footage of the waxwings, which I was pretty stoked about because I find those birds to be quite skittish. But they were eating so many of these berries from the madrone trees, I think they just don't even care. So they just sat there munching on these berries while I just stood there with my camera. But man, not one but two red-breasted sapsuckers, got a downy woodpecker, and even some Steller's jays. I got some footage. They were nibbling on something on the oak trees. Those birds eat a lot of nuts, a lot of seeds, and all kinds of stuff, anything they can find really. But wow, this has been an incredible sesh. All right, so I was about to end the track, and I got back to my car, and I see another mysterious bird perched on the top, the very tippy top of a very large tree. And it was some kind of raptor. Pretty sure it's another merlin, which is pretty cool because this was a way better look at this merlin than the last merlin, considering the lighting was much better, but it was much farther away. So I kept getting a little closer just so I could get some better shots of it. And then I was still pretty far away when it eventually took off. But still, that's pretty cool. I think merlins just really like cemeteries because that's 2 out of 3 cemeteries had them. But yeah, that will wrap up my birding sessions of the day. Thank you guys for watching Berto's Bird Life. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and the subscribe button. I'm definitely going to be making more. So thank you all.